Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So in today's video we're going to be going through how you can complete the Series 35 Summer Forzathon challenge, which is called Caught On in a Flash. Now there is a slight problem here, and you may notice this from the thumbnail as well, and I'll also put it in the description. We haven't had the update yet. Basically, they released the clues for the update. Forza themselves did the Forza live stream last Thursday, so the Thursday that spring arrived, of Series 34. They did the live stream, told us all about the update, showed us the festival playlist, new cars, etc. And then it's now Wednesday night, the day I usually record the Forzathon, which is one day before the season starts. In fact, the season should start at 3:30 PM GMT tomorrow, which is about 22 hours from now recording, a bit less from when I upload it, but we still haven't got the update. Last night I was on doing the Pontiac Firebird video, so you can check that out if you didn't already see it. The update wasn't on then, so I thought, well, today it must have dropped sometime today, because obviously the season changes tomorrow and it normally comes on a Monday or Tuesday, so I thought, when I came on and there was no sign of the update, it's just a bit weird. I've seen at least one other video on YouTube from Lost Phoenix Gaming, where he had to do kind of a bit of a guess as well. So it's, if you didn't already realise, the whole of Series 35 is kind of a rehash of Series 22, with a few little changes, like for the championships, a couple of the championships and that, and obviously now we've got the photo challenge. Back then we didn't. As you can see, I'm in the Series 22 playlist here at the moment. So yeah, it's the same kind of events but a bit different. So this is the Forzathon challenge. I know what cars we need. I've looked on the Lost Phoenix Gaming's video and he said what challenges you have to do from the last time it was around, actually before I started the channel. It's about a year ago now. So I'll put them in the description. I can't show them on screen because it doesn't let me click on this because it's already been, and because it's not in like the upcoming challenges, but I know what we need to do, so I'll be able to tell you that. So I guess we should get on with the video now, and I will say that I hope that the video, the update drops sometime tonight after I've recorded it, so that we can do the season tomorrow, basically, so that I can do my video tomorrow, because I haven't heard anything myself about it being delayed, but it might be, but they didn't say anything about it on the Forza live stream, so hopefully we'll get it before tomorrow so we can do the video tomorrow. Otherwise it would be practically impossible for me to do tomorrow's video. But anyway, here is the Forzathon, Caught On in a Flash, and basically for the first challenge you need to get in any rally monster car. So the car on the thumbnail there, the Hoonigan Focus, is a rally monster car. I've selected two that I've tuned specifically for this challenge, but there are many you can choose from. So if I go out of this, I'll actually show you that, yeah, it's not here. As you can see, this is like the backup playlist that shows when you when the update's meant to come in. So yeah, can't view it there. So actually, if you look in the Forzathon shop this week, you've still got like 22 hours, like I said. You've got the Hoonigan Rs200, which is a rally monster car, and that is the reason why I have selected it for this challenge, because it's absolutely amazing, and that is the one of the cars I've selected for this challenge, because you can still get it. Although it is basically 1,000 Forzathon points, you can follow my Forzathon guide for this week, I'll put a link to that on the end of the video. And you can also do dailies, get the bonus for completing 7 dailies and the weekly, and also do as many Forzathon lives to get this car, because you'll need it for other things as well, because it's just such an amazing car. But you can use it for this Forzathon as well, so I'd highly recommend you get that. That is the benefit to me doing these videos a day before the season changes. If there is a car in the season before that you might want to use, it kind of helps out a bit. So that's one of them, and I'll show you the rest of them now if I can get out of here. So if you go in your garage and filter it to make it a bit easier to rally monsters, which is about 2/3 of the way down the list, and you'll see there's quite a lot of cars. So the Audi Quattro number 2 is one of the ones I selected. I'm not going to say you need to use clutch for this, but it might help if you could do manual with clutch, because first gear especially, I can't seem to tune it. The launch is absolutely horrific, so you might want to do a bit of clutch kicking to get it going a bit. Once it gets going, it's fine, but if you use clutch, especially if you're going around tight corners and that, you might want to give it a bit of a boost. But I've got an S1 tune for this, because you can pack most of the stuff you need in S1, so I just thought I'd keep it to S1. And you can use this for S1 Championships, Online Adventure as well if you want, so it's useful in many ways. You've got a couple of Fords, so these will be pretty good. And then here you have the Hoonigan Rs200, so the one I'm in is this one here, my S2 tuned one, with the stock engine, but I also have an X-Class tune with the racing V8, which I use for stunts often, and it's an absolute beast. So if you want to use that one you can, but I just thought, now I've got a third one from this week's Forzathon shop, I always wanted to create an S2 tune for it, so I thought I'd do that. So you can use whichever one you want. This S1 tune here is from Was News, so if I remember I'll put that his gamer tag in the description. I have used that tune before actually, whenever we've had S1 Rally Monster Championships, so you might be able to find it elsewhere on the channel. If you have Car Pass, there are a couple of Car Pass cars you can take. Most of the Hoonigans are pretty good. The Opel Manta's pretty fast. The Renault 5 Turbo Forza Edition, that's pretty good as well. So whichever you fancy, whichever you have, as it's not particularly difficult Forzathon, just pick whichever one you want, but I just thought the Hoonigan will actually absolutely dominate this if you have it, and I'd highly recommend that you do. So once you've done that, you then need to complete or get 15 stars from Speed Zones. I think it's in this order, I might have to go and check. So if you look in the comments, after it's a couple of minutes after it's uploaded, I'll double check which order these challenges are in, because obviously I can't keep looking, I'm doing this off memory. I'll double check that they're in this order, and I'll put them in the correct order, because obviously you have to complete them in the correct order, and I'll put any other information about it as well. And also if we get the update, I'll make sure I let you know so that you can download it, if you get what I mean. So 15 stars from Speed Zones, I think, unless it's 9, no I think it's 15. So there's lots of Speed Zones on the map. I filtered it to Speed Zones and Dirt, because you need Dirt for another chapter as well. In my opinion, Forest Green is the easiest speed zone, because you only need 90 miles an hour, 3 stars. It's basically just go around the corner. You can do it both ways. As you can see, my PB is 194.5, so it's ridiculously easy. It is on road, so with a rally monster they'll most likely have rally tyres, so it might slip around a bit. If you do want to do an off-road speed zone because you're in a rally car, Croft speed zone is quite a good one, as long as you stick on the road a bit. There are also Lakeshore speed zone, I quite like that one. If you like clear the walls around here, you can then kind of cut it a bit. And just make sure you don't tip your car on this corner here, because you can quite often do that. There's lots of speed zones you can do. Derwent Water is quite a nice one. If you want to challenge yourself, Hillside speed zone. There's lots of speed zones you can do. Royal Terrace is the one where you can wall ride on this corner here, full send it. So whichever you fancy doing. If you want to do an off-road one, like I said, that might be better in an off-road car, but otherwise Forest Green or Royal Terrace are the easiest on-road ones, if you get what I mean. So just accumulate them stars. You don't need to get 3 stars every time, because it is a total of 15 stars, so it would help if you got 3 stars every time, because then you'll need to do it 5 times, but otherwise just keep going until you get the 15 stars and it pops up telling you you've completed that chapter. So then what you need to do next, if it's in this order, is win, I think it's 3 dirt racing events, or it might be 1. I'll have to double check on that and put it in the in the pinned comment I'm going to put on, but it's either 1 or 3. Like I said, I'll have to double check on that one, but you'll be able to see for yourself when the challenge comes up anyway. So dirt racing series, now I can't remember whether it was specifically sprint or circuit or just either of the two, but I have a sprint blueprint, which is at Ambleside Scramble, so you can either fast travel there or drive there, enter it and search it up, or you can alternatively just type in this code here by going into Blueprint Events, and you can either search for my gamertag, if I can click on the right box, which is as follows, or you can type in the share code, which I'll pop up on the screen in a second once I've typed that in. I'll just filter it to dirt, make it quicker. Okay, so I have actually got a quick gauntlet if you fancy using that one, or you can use this one here, the Forzathon Go Straight. It is literal, you literally have to go straight. You might want to stick to the right a bit because the driver tires go off left into a tree, and as you know, they use all the power they have to ram you out of the way, so do be careful on that one. But here's the share code for this one, so 131271469, and then share code for the Gauntlet one is 180294766, and then once you've done that, 1 or 3, whatever it is, then you can move on to the final chapter, which is earn 20 drift or e-drift skills in your Rally Monster. In fact, that might be the second chapter. In fact, I think it is the second chapter. I'll have to double check because I'm really doing this off memory. It's a bit annoying actually. So 20 drift or e-drift skills. So if you want to make it easier, you could filter to drift zones and go to an area where there's a drift zone, such as the Donut by the festival or the S-Bend, somewhere like that, because they tend to be corners where you can drift on. Otherwise, you can just maybe drift on the fields, get your car, get a bit of speed up, go off-road and slide on the mud or something, maybe in the quarry or mud kickers, just get a few slides up. If you use manual with clutch, you can do a bit of clutch kicking to carry on the drift, to maybe get a couple at once. If you're struggling, keep tapping the handbrake, but don't hold it because that's just going to make your car go in circles. You need to tap it until the back end comes out, then put the power back on. It's quite hard to do a drift tutorial over a video because it depends on the car, but just try and get sliding. Please turn traction and stability control off, because otherwise it'll be practically impossible, because they're useless when it comes to drifting. Manual might help because you can kind of shift down to keep your revs up. Automatic tends to be quite hard for drifting, but just get some slides in. It doesn't matter whether it's natural drifts or e-brake drifts, just do them and then you'll have it completed. So again, I can't really remember what order they're in, but I'll double check and I'll put it in the pinned comment, as well as any info on the update that I managed to get. Hopefully we'll have it by tomorrow, but if not, then well, we'll just have to see how it goes. So that is it guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, I'd massively appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. Massive thank you to, I think we've had 7 subscribers in the past week or something. It's absolutely amazing, so thank you for that. And we'll soon be at 100 hopefully. If you do subscribe, turn notifications on so you get notified when we next upload, which will hopefully be tomorrow if the update drops in time. Otherwise we'll just have to see when we can do it, but I'll see you all whenever. So thanks for watching and I'll see you all later. Bye.